Dobrý den. Since I am a Czech nationality, I understand a little bit of your beautiful language. So maybe that's gonna be my language course for today. But I am totally unable to present, so I will use English. If you don't understand something or you have questions, then please tell me. Yeah. My name is Tomas Orlik, and I am managing director of a company called Skyline Globe GmbH. Okay, Tomas Orlik. And Skyline Software Systems is an American company which exists since 20 years. And as I say, it's a classic pioneer of the 3D GIS who developed already the first engines and modules of 3D in geographic information systems 20 years ago. Well, if you don't mind, I decided to make the presentation a little bit attractive. I will start with a short video to play for you. Then a few slides, what we really do and what the software we are producing can do for you as GIS professionals and professionals in drones industry. And then Dejan asked me maybe to do a very quick live demonstration. So first the video, it's about applications of Skyline in the area of smart city. I don't know if the... Okay. I maybe need sound, but I don't know how. Sorry. That was straightforward. I still don't hear any sound. Doesn't matter. So basically, it's this is the environment of Skyline softwares. Now we are in a product called PhotoMesh, where you can, out of your nadir or oblique images, create the 3D model. This is the model of Orlando in USA. Okay. And then it's a true and real geographic information system. So everything is vector, then the mesh is put there as a raster. And so you can measure, you can connect all the information as in classic 2D geographic information system. Then we are moving into the integration with this world of BIM, building information modeling, which is now very popular also in Europe. So you can combine the data, and we have several applications in that. Here is LiDAR, point cloud visualization. And as soon as you have the 3D model, you can do analysis like, for instance, shadow or special queries, buffer zones, everything in 3D. Then, of course, you can load and you can connect to the live information systems. So you can, for instance, promote noise pollution, air pollution, or live traffic information systems. For instance, this smoke, there is a huge set of predefined animations in our software. So you can do things like that. Directly in the 3D environment. Basically, it's the 3D model, it's the real model, and then you are doing some animations in the model. This is electricity grid analysis from UK, from Oxford actually. A lot of utility companies are already using our solutions for vegetation management and for, 3D projection of a new lines. Here we are underground, And again, everything is clickable, as you can imagine. Civil engineering, urban planning. Yeah. So basically, that was the video. I still didn't figure out why the sound was not there, but it was only music, so it was without music, maybe. Okay. So now I'm going back to my presentation. But it's not necessary anymore. So as I said, the company is headquartered in US, and the development team is sitting in Tel Aviv, in Israel. And basically last year, by this time, June last year, we have created subsidiary for German-speaking countries and Central and Eastern Europe, which I'm responsible for. So that's my company at the moment. Quick glance of history of Skyline software systems. Sometimes back in 90s, the company started in Tel Aviv as a computer gaming company. And the team in Tel Aviv developed a very interesting 3D gaming engine. But then one of the founders, Ronnie Yaron, he was reading this famous book, Snow Crash, from Neil Stephenson. Maybe somebody of you knows the book as well. And he came to the idea that maybe one day there will be a total 3D projection of the whole Earth. And then they decided, to move to this area, to use this gaming engine and to create the first 3D geographic engine. And that's also why all the applications of Skyline are projected on one single globe, one single Earth, where you can put your models in different coordinate systems, custom coordinate systems. So that's how the company started, and originally it was Israeli, and then 2003 the company has moved its headquarters to United States because of investors and because of a very close relationship to US Army. So basically, since you are GIS professionals, I will go through those slides sort of fast. So Skyline is a software company. We are approaching the market indirectly through our partners, solution partners. Here in Europe, we have in almost all countries a partner who is reselling our software with added value, with services, etc. Skyline has the full range of software from data collection, authoring tools to at the end, streaming of the 3D models into intranet or internet. I will show you the particular products in a minute. In terms of industries, Skyline is trying to be now almost everywhere, as you can see. So in terms of defense, intelligence, and public safety, we have customers in mission planning, real assets tracking, command control, intelligent analysis, and many other applications. It's very interesting that, for instance, in this year, 2018, I had several presentations in Eastern Europe, in my country, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland. Now I'm also here in Serbia for the first time in my life. But almost all those presentations were to fire brigades, police departments, etc. Yeah. Then at second level, are the smart city presentations for municipalities and local governments. So probably the public safety area is now very important. As I said, so those were the defense and public safety applications, and here are commercial things for the planning, assets tracking, for instance, in mining industry, etc. Product architecture. So we have those blue over there. Those are the products which are designed to build up the model and to edit the model. This green one, that's Skyline Globe Server. That's our cloud solution, private cloud solution. So at the moment, the model with Skyline Globe Server is that our partner, for instance, GIS data collecting company in the Czech Republic, they bought their own Skyline Globe Server. They created their own cloud, and they are now offering these cloud services to their own customers like cities, municipalities, and others. And the blue on the right side, those are the clients where the user can consume the 3D data. It's desktop, web, and mobile. Everything what you can see here on the right side, I can later on show you if you are interested. Authoring tools, a lot of utilities and authoring software tools. Then for building up the model from aerial photos, from drone photos, the key product is TerraBuilder, which is putting together raster files and creates 3D terrain database. So that's TerraBuilder. Then we have PhotoMesh. PhotoMesh creates basically the 3D model. At first, the 3D model as such, then textured 3D mesh model and true orthophotos. Also, aero triangulation is happening in this product. And then you need to put those things together. I mean the MPT file and the mesh model. Then for that we have a product called City Builder. And at the end you have the whole 3D model in what we call 3DML. That's proprietary Skyline's data format for the 3D. Saying proprietary, we have developed this 3D data format in order to be very fast in terms of internet streaming. But with all the products which I have already presented, there is more than 100 input and output formats. So whatever you know in the GIS industry, of course, Esri shapefiles, many CAD formats, etc. Everything can be very easily read and displayed in these 3D models. Then we have Terra Explorer Pro, which I will present you maybe live in a minute. It's an editor, but also very strong analytical tool. And since we go to publishing, it's Skyline Globe Server, where you can publish all these data into intranet or even internet. It's important to say here that Skyline is a very scalable solution, and it's designed to work with really huge data sets. That is where Skyline, in my opinion, is very strong. So for instance, in terms of preparing the model, that was this product called PhotoMesh. We work with a concept called Fuser. So basically, when you have the PhotoMesh software, when you buy it from us, or you can rent it, even for a couple of days just to create your model, you can run it on many computers. So we have, for instance, a partner in Germany. They are doing now, I think, the city model number 5, it's the city of Wiesbaden, and they are running 18 fusers. So basically, they run the PhotoMesh on 18 servers in order to process these huge amounts of data. And the same is valid for the Skyline Globe Server. The system is really, or the software is really prepared, for instance, to display the 3D data on national level. Okay, and then we have these viewing tools, Terra Explorer for desktop. This is a strong analytical tool. Typical workflow is, for instance, municipality of Karlsbad in Czech Republic. They have the 3D model developed in Skyline by our partner over there. And the GIS professionals at the municipality, they are using Terra Explorer desktop for a very strong analysis. Then the web, Terra Explorer for web is also very interesting, but a little bit reduced functionality. And then we have also, of course, a mobile solution, so I can maybe show you some quick demonstration on iPhone or on Android. So, if you don't mind, I will now do a very, very quick live. So here is my contact data, and I'll be here the whole today. I also have some demo data sets, which if somebody of you is interested, I can give it to you, and we can talk individually then. Okay, let's try to switch it. Now I'm really... Okay. Let's put it here. So here is my computer. By the way, it's a Mac computer, but running Windows. And one of my colleagues from US said that it is really interesting that Skyline software can be operated on such a crappy computer with no big performance. So I started. Okay. So basically, this is a project which has been recently collected by drones. It's in Norway, and the goal was, to collect the data of this small island for some demo purposes. It's our partner who is doing the drone deployments in Norway. So that's basically what they collected. And we are now in the environment of Terra Explorer Pro, and as you can see, you can do whatever you want with the model. So you can rotate it, you can zoom it. Of course, I can do a lot of analysis. For instance, if I click here to the analysis part, yeah, you can see it. There is a huge set of potential analysis which you can do. Of course, you can measure the distance in the model. You can do this contour mapping, slope mapping. You can cut the terrain. You can do view sheds and a lot of other stuff. Okay, let me try another one for you very quickly. Oh no, it's gonna be better to reload it because it didn't remember well the path, so I used the shortcut. So that's a city, county called Frederick in United States. And again, part was captured by oblique cameras in a helicopter. Part was captured by drones. And this is the real model where you can work with. And here on the left side, you can see that you always can store the views to the 3D model. So you can set up some view and just store it like this: hostage situation 1, hostage situation 3. So that's this. And you can also, with the model, you can predefine presentations on the top of this 3D model. So if you don't mind, I will just play this hostage situation for you. So play means that I am in the real software, I am in the real 3D model, but I have already prepared a set of steps which I am now simply automatically playing in the software. So here you can see that many of our customers, they like to add some live effects into the system. So this is actually police situation, hostage situation, where the police is planning kind of a rescue action. It takes maybe 2-3 minutes, but I just wanted to give you some first impression of that. Okay. So thank you very much for your attention. That was just a brief introduction, and as I said, I am available here for the whole day, and I also look forward to see how the drone data collection industry is developing here in Serbia. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tomas, for a nice presentation. Ako neko ima pitanja, može sad postavi ili može kasnije u razgovoru sa Tomasom. Ako neko ima pitanja nekakva.
I will ask a question. This conference is dedicated to drones, and maybe some of us here didn't see. I'm talking.
I heard you from the right side. Sorry.
Okay. The thing is that you use drones for collecting data, and all the tools that you have showed us are actually tools that are necessary to be able to use the data collected from the drones. Collecting data from drones is just first step, but then actually the hard part is that comes after we collect the data. So I don't have the question. It is just trying to make it clear for all of us here why the tools that you have presented us are necessary for the people using drones. Because,
Okay.
Yeah, because they have data, and to make it visible and available in certain format, for example, 3D format, the tools are needed to create the product. It's just the comment on the tools.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
So, for instance, first of all, the product which I was presenting live, that one already works with a finished 3D model. Yeah. So I was showing you Terra Explorer Pro, where you can see the model, analyze it, and maybe change something. Yeah. If, for instance, you fly drone in this area here, and you would like to set up and create the 3D model within 1 hour after that, then you need the product called Skyline Photo Mesh in your computer. Yeah, you load the images. Yeah, it could be ortho photos, nadir images, oblique images. Depends on what you exactly want. We have the whole methodology documents for you, how you should fly in order to use it, and with which accuracy and other parameters you achieve something. So then you will process these photos in Photo Mesh, and that will create the 3D model of this area. If you want to put this area into basically the map of the globe, then you just merge it with the Terra Builder product. And out of these two products, you get the 3D model, which is finished. And then you can load it into Terra Explorer like I did and play with it, and the model is already finished. We have just last week On Wednesday, we published to the market, or we made available to the market, Photomesh 7.4, and this product is really significantly faster than the predecessor. And yeah, for instance, 1 square kilometer here will be calculated maybe in 5-6 minutes. So I don't have the product here, but if anybody is interested, we can get a data set from you and do maybe a Skype session where we in 5-6 minutes with my colleagues create the model. So basically with our software you don't need any other third parties, and then you create the 3D model. Yeah. One more thing, what is really classical in terms of cities and public safety, which are those typical customers I was referring to, is that they already have a lot of 2D and existing geographic data. Here in Europe, mainly from Esri, which is the total leader of the GIS market. And we have several situations where the 3D model is created by Skyline, and the Skyline globe is used for streaming the 3D model into the internet or into other clients. But all the existing data are live accessed from the, for instance, ArcInfo or ArcInfo data servers. Yeah, so that's also important part of the solution.
You also give the support for your tools.
Sorry?
You also give support for using your tools.
Oh, sure, yes. Mm-hmm.
Just one question, because you showed to us the simulation of the noise pollution. Is it possible to integrate it in real time some measurement from device attached to the drone to Skyline software? Just to have, let's say, a real-time or near real-time simulation on the screen.
Yes, that's possible, and basically we can read a lot of. I cannot show it on this computer. Sorry, but there is a very similar example, what you just said. The city of Prague in Czech Republic is already experimenting with exactly this. So there is a 3D block model at the moment. Maybe in near future it's gonna be fully textured. And they are accessing traffic data, air pollution data, and noise data live. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm supposed to be at a conference in the Czech Republic next week, and our partner there, the key reseller company called topgis.cz, they will be presenting actually, the keynote will be the live sensors on drones into 3D models. Yeah, so we can read a lot of formats, and there is also an open and well-documented API if somebody needs to do some special things with that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe still discussing City of Prague, several of our customers also have the requirement already to go to virtual reality. So we are able already to export our models into platforms like Microsoft HoloLens or Oculus, or even Samsung mobile virtual reality device. And yeah, it's very interesting, and we are even getting this requirement now. Yeah. So in Prague, with the block model, they already can do things that a decision maker officer at the municipality is wearing, for instance, HoloLens, and the model is sitting on your table here, and he or she can see live, for instance, the air pollution data over there. Yeah, I have a short video from local television about that, but that's on the other computer.
I could show it later.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.